Beware, I live. Gimpy and Sinistar.
Hi everybody, Scott here. I go by the handle Gimpy, and my wonderful co-host who took his Talking Heads fandom a bit too far is Sinistar.
Well, I am a psycho killer.
Yes, you are.
And I will burn down your house.
Moving on.
Boom shakalaka.
At the time of recording this, we are in the middle of the NBA playoffs, and I feel it's the perfect time to talk about the best arcade sports game that ever was. No, it's not, Sinistar. Your game isn't even a sports game. Why would you bring it up?
I can dream, can't I?
That game is NBA Jam. In 1993, NBA Jam was released in arcades. It blew up right away, featuring starters from the 92-93 season.
Ooh, original 3-peat Jordan.
The game did have two notable omissions. One being, of course, Michael Jordan, and the other, Gary Payton. Michael owned the rights to his own name and had an exclusive licensing deal with Nike. Meanwhile, Gary Payton had a dispute with the NBA Players Association, and it got resolved after the game was released, and Gary Payton was included on later versions of the game.
At least I could play as a young Shaq.
Well, only in the arcade. See, Shaq followed in Michael Jordan's footsteps and bought the rights to his own name, would also require an exclusive licensing deal. He would go on to make the classic game Shaq Fu.
Yuck.
Yeah, I know. NBA Jam, in its first release, would go on to make $1 billion, all in quarters.
$1 billion!
The game features fast-paced 2-on-2 gameplay and strips away most of the rules of the NBA, with the exception of goaltending and traveling.
The game lets everyone have the play style of the bad boy Pistons.
That's right. Shoving players intentionally is a feature and the best way to play defense. NBA Jam's lineage gets a bit messy after the initial release, with only one sequel carrying the Jam name, that being NBA Jam Tournament Edition. After that game was released, Acclaim, who ported the game to consoles, bought the rights to the NBA Jam and decided to release their own sequels.
And they kept releasing trash and burned the name to the ground.
Disregarding the games that Sinistar just threw into the trash and burned, the true sequel to NBA Jam Tournament Edition was NBA Hang Time, my personal favorite game, and it included gameplay enhancements like spin moves, alley-oops, and team fire modes. The series is loaded with secrets and codes ranging from Big Head mode to characters like Bill and Hillary Clinton, Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff,
And the best secret character ever?
You're not in any of the games, Sinistar.
Not me, Sonya Blade.
That's right. NBA Jam Tournament Edition featured Carrie Hoskins, who played Sonya Blade in Mortal Kombat 3. She actually got her start in the games industry by portraying a cheerleader in NBA Jam promotional material. Now for recommendations. This part is a lot harder than it should be because the series has been dormant for 10 years, with the most recent release being NBA Jam On Fire by EA Games. I can actually recommend that game because it has everything you loved from the original games, but now it has a updated roster, graphics that hold up particularly well, and online play. Sinistar, what games would you recommend?
NBA Street Volume 2. The series offered a natural progression from Jam's arcade roots, and Volume 2 was the pinnacle of that series. Arcade 1-Up, NBA Jam. It features NBA Jam Tournament Edition and NBA Hang Time with online multiplayer. EA, you still have the rights to NBA Jam. It's been 10 years. Release a new game.
I couldn't agree more.
We want to thank everyone for watching. Come back every Thursday for the next upload.
And if you want to get to know me better, I stream every Wednesday and Saturday on twitch.tv/agimptard at the times listed to either side of me. As always, have a wonderful day.